Welcome back to Bill's Bets and Beers. Got another week of college football coming up, so got to bring Andrew Banas in here, the co-host for the section. Just that college football top fives.
What's going on, Chad? Happy to be here again on the greatest show on earth, hosted by the legendary Chad. Thanks for having me again.
Yeah, no problem. Let's get into this top
Okay.
five matchups.
Okay. Well, last week delivered. College football, always, like I said, great appetizer. Everybody's like, oh, man, Sunday. I can't wait for Sunday. Get into Saturday, too, because there's some great matchups. So this week, I got a good top five for you. We're going to go through them. Coming at number 5, Duke versus Louisville. Now, that is usually a college basketball matchup to watch, but Duke versus Louisville has become a college football battle this year because both teams have seen success, both ranked in the top 25. Both programs, again, that are not really known for their football. So it's exciting to see this sort of turnaround as they both become sort of players in the ACC, which, by the way, was dominated by Clemson for almost a decade. And suddenly Clemson's not so good. And that throne is up for the grabs. It'll be interesting to see who comes out on top. This game will go a long way to determining that. Coming in at number 4, Chad, you're going to like this one. Everybody's been hearing about Colorado this year. Deion Sanders, Coach Prime. We've heard about it. Even if you don't watch college football, you've heard about it. Well, Colorado is visiting UCLA. We're led by quarterback Dante Moore. He's a true freshman, and he has been a star at the collegiate level. He's a guy who someday could be in the NFL, so he's fun to keep an eye on. We're going to have Colorado's high-powered offense versus UCLA's high-powered offense. I expect a shootout. First to 50 wins the game. Coming in at number 3, Chad, go ahead. Yes.
50 points.
I think we're going to have a shootout. Those teams don't play defense, which is fine with me. It's going to be a lot of fun. Coming in at number 3, Ohio State at Wisconsin. Last week, Ohio State was part of that great win over Penn State. They showed something to me. Right now, they, I think, are going to have a real chance to make the college football playoff. It's going to come down to that game versus Michigan, unless, of course, they trip somewhere along the way. And that's where I think Wisconsin is interesting. I think Wisconsin, not as good as Penn State, but is Penn State going to be sleepwalking a little after that big Penn State win? We'll find out here. I think Wisconsin has a chance to be surprising and be scrappy, and that could make this game very interesting.
Interesting. What's the spread on that? Check it up right now.
Take a peek. While you look at that, I'll give you my number 2. Oregon at Utah. Last week or 2 weeks ago, Oregon-Washington was the game of the week. It was awesome. Oregon last week handled business against Washington State. Well, now they play Utah, and Utah is a team that just keeps winning. Utah beat USC last week. People disrespect Utah. Utah is a team that destroys other teams' destinies. Oregon still thinks they have a chance to make the playoff. Utah might have other plans. I think that's going to be a battle, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. But my number 1 game of the week, it's an old school SEC rivalry. Georgia, as you know, has won the last 2 national champions. They're the number 1 ranked team in the country. They have yet to lose this year. The team they're playing is 4-2. So why would I think this is a great game? It's not 2 undefeated. Yeah, but in rivalry games, anything can happen. You know the band Florida Georgia Line?
Yep.
Those 2 states are right next to each other, Chad, and they don't like each other. And the University of Georgia and the University of Florida don't like each other. And the University of Florida, even though they're 4-2, has enough firepower that they can compete, and I think maybe even beat the University of Georgia. They call it the world's largest outdoor cocktail party. It's going to be a party. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I think Florida's going to put a little bit of a scare into Georgia. That's my game of the week.
Hey, that's definitely interesting. And Bulldogs haven't lost yet either. And did Florida State lose yet?
Yeah. The Georgia Bulldogs have yet to lose. In fact, they have the longest winning streak in the country. However, Florida is known in this rivalry to sometimes things get wonky and sometimes those underdogs win. And I think Florida is going to put some scare in them. And you know what? When it comes to rivalry games, it be like that sometimes. I think Florida might win this thing.
Oh, that'd be and Georgia's given 14 for that too.
I like Florida to cover.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, there's a lot. Like I said, there's a lot of nice games out there. That Duke Louisville, Duke's getting
Louisville will be a lot of fun.
Okay, let's jump into our a little swap up in our Heisman watch. Caleb is maybe he's tanked himself for the tank teams.
Maybe he's trying to not get picked first overall by a bad team, so he's doing bad because he has struggled the last 2 weeks. He has struggled in a way I've never seen him struggle before. So here's who I think should be considered right now. We always go quarterback, okay? But here's who I like. Marvin Harrison Jr., wide receiver, Ohio State Buckeyes. He's the best receiver in the country. He's as good as his dad was with Peyton Manning, maybe even better. And he's going to be real good in the NFL. I think he's got a chance at the Heisman.
Ooh, that'd be. There probably hasn't been a wide receiver there in a minute. So at Heisman,
Devontae Smith won it in 2020. But if you go before that, nobody had won it since Charles Woodson in 1997.
Yep, so that's good. That's pretty. That'd be impressive. You think he's in up towards a second or first spot of getting it, or is he just?
No, in fact, I don't even think he's in the top 5 yet. But I think Michael Penix had a rough game last week. Caleb Williams. I think the contenders above him are slipping a little. And I think if Ohio State goes undefeated, it's going to be because of Marvin Harrison Jr. And at that point, I think he will go up on the ballots, and it depends what happens with those around him. But I think he is positioning himself to make a big leap, and I think he might just do it soon.
Who do you think? Who's in the front runner now for it, though? After all these
right now, the betting odds say J.J. McCarthy. He's the quarterback for Michigan. Michigan looks very good. I think that's a safe pick. I think it's he's the quarterback on one of the best teams in the country. I don't think his stats are anything explosive. I think my personal pick would still be Michael Penix Jr., but I think he slipped a little. I think Marvin Harrison Jr. is closer than the odds might make it seem. I think he's a game or two away from leaping into the top 3.
Interesting. But you know what? Next week, I'll look up the odds of all these Heisman.
Yeah, we'll take a peek.
That'd be interesting to see. So yeah, but Caleb's still in that 3rd spot, probably. Trying to make that impossible double grab.
Right. It's only been done once, Chad. It's only been done once.
Exactly. That'd be a big accomplishment to grab.
Say hello to.
1 second. But yeah, let's get into the quick little build.
Let's make a little parlay here.
Build a little quick parlay here. Let me add my screen in. Share this baby. Okay, so we got this little thing going on here. I'm already in the college football over here, so let's think. So,
all right, here's what I'm thinking, Chad. I like Penn State big.
Big. Oh my God, 31.5. Big.
I don't like them that big.
I'll give India 31.5 because that's.
I don't like them that big. Keep going.
If they're losing,
I'm gonna give you 2. I'm gonna give you 2 more, and then I got a jet. It's Friday Night Lights. I got to go to a high school football game, but I'm gonna give you 2 more, and I want you to keep scrolling. I'll tell you when I see it. These are big. I'll tell you when I see it. Freeze. I like Florida to cover.
Florida to cover that. Okay.
I like Georgia to win. I like Georgia to cover. Florida to cover. Georgia to win. Keep going. Keep going.
Dude, glue it.
I got a big one. This is the one. This is like bet the house mortgage coming up. Keep going. I'm looking for it. Where is it? Where is it? I know it's coming.
What's the
No,
name?
I'm looking for UCLA, Colorado. What's the over under?
2-1.
Take the hammer the over.
Oh yeah, because you said they're not doing too great on that side.
First to 50. I think they both get. I think it's 90 points scored in this game.
Damn.
And Chad, that's my parlay for you this week. I feel good about it. It's 3 things I feel real good about.
I
It's
got
going to
you.
be a good week, college football. I think you're going to love it, man. It's going to be a good week. And by the way, if I may tease next week, game of the year potentially next week, and that's all I'll say about it.
Game of the year. Okay.
Mhm.
Go for that. Okay. Well, it's nice having you on again. Get back to doing some good stuff up there.
Yeah, we're going to go watch some high school kids play now. Tomorrow, college. Sunday, we'll watch the pros, and we'll watch it knowing the Bills already won. So life is good.
Miami lose to the Patriots.
Well, we can hope. We can hope, my man. Right here, Chad.
Yep. See ya.
See you, bro.
Well, that was Andrew. I'm just finishing up my little parlay here, trying to get this built a little bit more. I don't mind a 3-legger, because I can boost these odds a little bit for me. But give me one. Okay, so let's see. Which ones do I feel really positive about this game? I don't watch too much of the college realm, but going off of what I've seen last week in the scoring wise, you might be doing some under overs here. Ooh, North Carolina State. That's interesting. Georgia, Florida. I think that's being more of a shootout to pick over on that. And let's see. One more just to finish this off. I knows watching the game. Wisconsin could sneak, but I will take Ohio State here, 14.5. Okay, let's see the odds in this little baby. And then I'm going to use my little bonus bet I got here. Build it up a little bit. Put $2 down. You get some like $70 out of this if this works out. But yeah, that'll be it for that. And yeah, that's gonna be the show. Got a couple things done. We're gonna be doing another vid next week. We're in a little rush this time, just because things didn't work out super well. But we're gonna have plenty of time next week to really break things down. Going to maybe doing some more player prop stuff. I think that'd be awesome, especially in college, because you can't really tell when it comes down to touchdowns and receiving, rushing, but you definitely can pick some things out. I'd be interested to just see the lines in that personally myself. I'll probably look at that after I get done with this, but I have a couple other videos coming up and be doing Bills versus I'm going to be doing a Bills post-game recap for Tampa last night. Just doing a quick little wrap-up and posting that out. Then going to be having my Bills versus Bengals game coming up. I'll probably get my buddy on and see if I can snag the people over at my other Cincinnati podcast I'm friends with. I have not talked to them a little bit, but I'm gonna see if they're available for next week and drop a video then with them. Do some nice little collab. Haven't been able to do that in a couple weeks, so it'd be good to find some people. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Go Bills. Have some fun watching some college football Saturday. Get some nice quality football time in Sunday. Not having to have the Bills came up. You can flip flop between any game you want to. See what the competition is doing, especially that Bengals game. That's gonna be fun to watch. But yeah, I'm out. Peace. Go Bills.